Coogan Cassius, IFL TV, MTK Global. We're at the press conference here for the boys back in town. December 9th, Copper Box. I'm joined by promoter Frank Warren. All right, Frank?
I'm good.
Sorry.
You got the giggles.
I have. I've got the giggles, absolutely. Frank, is it a fair thing to say that there was a point where we probably didn't see you and James DeGALE working again after you parted ways the first time?
Yeah. We couldn't agree a deal, and we both went our separate ways. Yeah.
But like I said, he's fighting back on your show on the December 9th. So how did it all come about, Frank?
Oh, I was talking to. It's funny, talking to Richard Schaefer and Al Heyman, and it came. That's how it came about. And we did the deal, and done it very quickly. And I'm really pleased about it. You know, to be doing his homecoming after he's been out on the road. He's been a road warrior. He's done everything he's been asked to do abroad. And to have him back here, for me, and have him on my show, I think is, I feel quite privileged.
Obviously, James is working with you for December the 9th. He says he's a free agent, so what goes on beyond that is still...
Well, like he mentioned something about, like we all believe, about loyalty and so forth. Let's get this one out of the way. I'm all good to go, and we're in a position to deliver the big fights, and that's what we'll do.
Absolute red hot division he's in, and there's a mountain of fights that can be made in there.
He's the number one in the division, isn't he? All these things are all going on. At the end of the day, they don't involve the number one, and he's the number one.
Since he won the world title, how have you seen his career? We've heard comments from Eddie Hearn saying that he shouldn't have gone to America, and same with Lee Selby as well.
Well, you would say that, but the bottom line is, more importantly for him, is that he was boxing with a bad injury. He's had that operation now on his rotator cuff and his shoulder. So that, and for a southpaw, and he leads with his right, was quite difficult for him. But having said that, he's now, he looks well, doesn't he? He looks in great nick and he's ready to go. So now to be back here, I think he can be involved in some really big fights and hopefully come through on the 9th, and we can get our heads together and try and work out how we can do some even bigger shows for him, because that's the name of the game. But he obviously needs to get out before the end of the year to set himself up to be out again in the spring.
And IBF featherweight champion Lee Selby, who again was your fighter previously as well. He's on the card, and since he won the world title, how do you think his career's gone?
I think he's done very well. He's a quality young fighter. He's going to fight. He's going to have to get through this fight on the 9th. He's got to fight my man, Josh Warrington, and I'm looking forward to that. I think that's to be a great fight for the fans, and obviously Cole Frampton's on board as well. So we've got a great situation going with that featherweight division between us, and obviously the people who benefit from that are the fans.
Yeah, obviously Frampton, Selby and Warrington under the BT BoxNation banner now. Does that mean it's easy for them fights to be made, or not necessarily?
Oh, yeah. Well, Lee has got to fight Josh, and he's in the new year. That's his mandatory. There's no ifs or buts about that. That's what he's got to do.
Also on the card on the 9th, Anthony Yard. He was actually, I believe, in Cardiff watching Frank Buglioni fight the other day.
Yeah,
he comes up against Serge Locker, who's a tough opponent.
He is a tough opponent, and as I keep sort of banging on about it, he only had 12 fights as an amateur. He's had 13 fights as a pro. When I was talking to James DeGALE earlier, I said, how many amateurs you had? He said, well over 100. And you think about that and think what he's done, and how he's come on in such a short space of time. It's great. He's got a tough fight. Tunde's done a brilliant job with him. He does a brilliant job. They've got a great relationship. And I think as a team, we're all moving forward, and he just needs to get this one out of the way. And I hopefully will do, and set himself up next year to be, moving on. We've got him in the top 10. I think he's moved up to number 6 or whatever it is in the WBO. So he's got a ranking, and we just want to keep finding the fights for him and the opportunities that are going to get him experience. He needs experience. That's what he needs. He's in the gym. You've only got to look at him. He's fit as a butcher's dog. He's got an ounce on him, but he needs more and more experience. That's what we have to do with him.
Is the Frank Buglioni fight something you will revisit next year?
Yeah, It may be. I mean, if Frank wants to get himself a world ranking and move up, if he fancies going up a notch and fighting a guy who's ahead of him now, then I've got no problem making that fight.
Daniel Dubois comes up against Welshman Dorian Darch on this card as well. So,
Yeah.
You heard during the press conference say he terrifies you.
Look, he was 20 in September. I think he had about 7 senior fights as an amateur. He's had 5 fights now. This is his 6th coming up. And again, you've got to be very, not say very careful. You've got to make the right moves at the right time. He's not even got his man strength yet. He's a big lad. He's got a tremendous punch. He's got fantastic balance, poise. He's got a good boxing brain, and I love being around him. I think he's got superstar all over him. And I think for me, he's the future of the heavyweight division. I really do believe that. But we've got to make the right moves at the right time, which we will do. So next year for him, come through this fight. I'm not on no disrespect to Darch. He's got to get through that fight. If he comes through that fight okay, set himself up for next year, at least fight for a British title, fairly quickly. So that's the direction we would be trying to go. But we're not overlooking the night. They're potential banana skins for it.
You mentioned in the press conference a possible plan to maybe feature British heavyweight champion Sam Sexton on one of your shows, and maybe that lead into it.
Maybe, yeah. He was on. He was on the BoxNation show, and he won the title against
Gary Cornish. Yeah,
against Gary Cornish. So we'd like to continue that. And him and Sam's a decent fighter, and I think him and Daniel down the road would be a great fight.
Did you watch the boxing from the weekend?
I did.
Yeah. What did you make of it?
All my money back. No, I did. Yeah. No, I did. It was. Yeah, I thought the heavyweight fight was quite entertaining. The rest of the card was, that's why James DeGale's here. Why weren't they fighting on the undercard? Why didn't they put those fights out on the undercard? Why didn't they invest in that? That's really what you should be giving the fans. Fan friendly. Forget stub hubs. Forget pay-per-views. Give the people value for money. They haven't done it, so they're with us now. And that's they're fighting on our show, so that's good. I mean, the main event for me was what it was. I thought Takam done much better than I thought he would. I really thought that AJ would have got rid of him a bit quicker, but he didn't.
Stopped too early for you as well?
Look, that's debatable. There was only ever going to be one winner unless he ran out of gas, unless AJ ran out of gas. He was getting caught. He got caught quite a few times in the fight, and that for me is for somebody who's going to fight him is a potential chink in his armour. When I look at Joseph Parker fighting Takam, I thought Joseph Parker done a better job. I really do think he done a better job. He won it in points, didn't stop him, but he was not. I thought he won it more. Was more in control. He did what he had to do. He was very heavy. And it was what it was. I mean, you expect it to beat a 36-year-old guy who's coming as a late-minute substitute. Why wouldn't you expect him to be that? But to compare him, Takam, when they're talking about Evander Holyfield style, I mean, come on now, give me a break. If he'd have been in there with Evander Holyfield would have come out with a belt because he caught him. And if he'd have caught him, he'd have known all about it. He's sort of that fighters. And I think he must get embarrassed, AJ, when people compare him with Ali. I mean, come on now. And let's be realistic. Let's get realistic. He's a good young fighter, Anthony. He ain't no Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was around a long, long time. Not 3 fights, and this is Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali weren't considered to be a good fighter after beating Sonny Liston twice. And his next fight, they all thought he was a nothing and a nobody. So don't compare him with that. And the one thing he hasn't got, what I think, which Muhammad Ali had, is one of them. Because he gets caught, and it's been disingenuous to Anthony and I think some of these guys need to sort of hang on a minute, just calm yourselves down a bit. Calm down, girls, and you've got eyeballs. Watch what you're seeing. He beat Charles Martin, which. Charles who? good luck to him, from a belt that was nicked off of by the IBF, nicked off of Tyson Fury, and he had a great fight, exciting fight for the fans. I was excited watching it. It was an exciting fight to watch against Klitschko. But let's get it right. Klitschko 18 months before, was taken to school by Tyson. You know, so you look at that. You look at Dylan White wobbling him, you know, on the whiskers. There's a few of that. So I just see there's chinks there. I want to see him fight. I want to see him fight Tyson Fury. I want to see Tyson Fury get his license back, get a couple of fights, and then fight him.
Any update on that, Frank?
Well, I think the hearing's in January, and we'll see what happens then.
So nothing will happen until then?
No, I mean, he's got to get his license back, and I hope he does get it back, because it's terrible what's happened to him. You know, Lucas Brown's been found guilty for PEDs, and he's now back boxing again. Ortiz, I think he's been banned, and I think he's going to be back soon. So, you know, this guy's been out for 2 years. Give him a break, and it's a shame. And he's the guy who actually beat the guy. I mean, took him to school in his own backyard. Took him to school, and so, you know, I look at that, and you know, for AJ, it's great for boxing. All these fans turning out, but come on, let's get. You know, can we get a bit of a reality check here, and a serious reality check? You know, he fought Takim, who gave him a tough fight. It was Takim.
Any other fights on the card that caught your eye?
No, I've got to be honest. I dipped in and out of it, and I don't mean that for for no reason. I just dipped. You know, it's one of those things. I had some people around, and so we were there. But I was more interested in the main event, and watched them through. But you know, the old cheerleading was going on again, wasn't it? I mean, my God, I want to see a commentary. I'd like to see, for once, a Sky commentary where they're not cheerleading. You know, being real, say how it is, and they don't. All this cheerleading is just. But having said that, they've built something, haven't they? They created something. Sky have created this situation with him where he's become, quite a big star and a big personality, and obviously it is great for boxing. It gets boxing on the back page and on the front page, I should say. So it's been good.
Frank, situation regarding Terry Flanagan at the moment.
He's gone up a weight. He had a slight injury, so he's had to go up a weight, and that's what he's doing now. So his next fight will be for the vacant title against Hooker.
Maurice Hooker? Yeah.
I think that's it. I can't remember what his first name is. My brain's gone. I'm old, so I'm allowed to forget these things. But it's Hooker.
When can we expect to see him out again?
In the new year.
In the new year. And obviously recently announced that Billy Joe Saunders will defend his title in Canada against David Lemieux, which is a great fight first of all, but he's having to go to Canada, Frank.
Well, he's going to Canada because we want to get the exposure on primetime exposure on HBO and force the issue. If he comes through the fight, which I believe he will do, it's a tough fight going the other guy's backyard. He's a big puncher, but Bill's not a bad puncher himself. Bill's a good boxer, and if he comes through it, which I expect him to do, he forced the issue with some of these, with the winner of Golovkin and Canelo. He's on HBO. He's getting great exposure there.
But that's December 16th in Canada. In December, is there a possibility that there may be another show added? Obviously, we've got the 9th.
We're doing a show on the 16th of December in England.
So that will lead on to obviously Billy Joe in Canada.
Yeah, we're working on that at the moment. So we're working on a show there, and we got, don't forget, Gary Corcoran
fighting against Jeff Horn.
Jeff Horn, which I'm pleased with Gary. He's been a good servant to boxing, and keep your fingers crossed. He's got a good chance.
Obviously, Bradley Skeet missing out on that fight. We've seen some quotes.
We didn't want to fight Bradley Skeet.
Yeah,
it's really as simple as
that. Is that the reason why they gave? Because they labelled him boring?
Well, that's what they saying he was boring. I think they looked at his previous fight, and that's what they came up with, and they said that's what it was. Look, I can't force him. It's not the mandatory. All I can do with Bradley is get him into a position where he fights for a mandatory title, and that's what we're doing. I'm seeing him in a minute, actually, so let's see what we're going to do.
Anything else you want to add, Frank?
No, it's been good. I'm just looking forward now to 18.
Belfast.
Belfast. yeah, it's a great show, and 2 good world title fights. It's a big night in Belfast. It's a big show in Belfast, and obviously Cole being the cherry on the cake. But we got Jamie Conlon, who I don't think you've ever been in a bad fight ever, has he? He's fighting with a world title, and then we're taking Teti. How's the landing going now? The guy who will fight anyone in a unification fight. Anyone. Are you listening, Ryan Burnett? Anyone in a unification fight.
And obviously the week before Smith Williams too.
And Smith Williams, which is a great fight again up in Newcastle. I'm looking forward again to that one. There's some great fights on the undercard there. Some good competitive fights. So yeah, we've had a good year. We've worked hard, and hopefully we'll set up some really good situations in the new year.
We look forward to it.
We certainly do.
All right, Frank Warren, thank you very much for Title TV. Yeah, we'll have a little sit down soon. Let the dust settle.
Let the dust settle. Let the dust settle. Lots of dust.
Thank you very much, Frank Warren.
All right, mate. Be
Cheers,
good.
mate.